I'm Katie.
Hi, I'm Jacob.
I'm Gabby.
I'm Pat. We worked on this project together for our world music class, and it was supposed to be in what coronavirus has done for us, or done to us, not for us, and how it's affected our lives. So at least from our experience with working in this project, we've done everything. It's been kind of hard in order to work together, but we finally we now have a better understanding of what it's like to work with people in an environment where you aren't necessarily seeing them all the time. So a bunch of different newsreels and things like that to put it into the music, which Gabby took care of, in making it from our own perspective of what we see day to day. And I helped write the music as well as everybody else did. And I'll let one of the others take it from here.
Yeah, so I was working a lot on the video, and the main thing with the video is to show how coronavirus has affected our lives by using clips that the others and myself have taken throughout our time in the corona breakout.
Yeah, I thought it was really interesting when we had the idea that we wanted to go collect clips of just kind of what our communities were like during this time. I found that it was interesting to see the patterns of how life changed. All of us had a pretty clear idea of how life had changed and what patterns we were noticing, how there were less cars on the street, less people, everyone wearing that type of thing, kind of what the news is like as well when we look at news clips. So yeah, we really started noticing trends and patterns with what happens when there's a pandemic like this, and I think that was really interesting to see as the project.
I think while it was really difficult to work separately, it gave us a new perspective on what it's like to work together, even though we are apart. We all collaborated together and worked on each aspect of the video, which was, obviously would have been a lot easier had we been working in class, but then we wouldn't be doing that project, wouldn't be stopping us from being together.
The country is fast approaching 100,000 American lives lost in the coronavirus fight.
I think in terms of coronavirus, first, I was really unhappy about having to come home and leave school, all the stuff that came with that. Eventually, I was able to be happy with the situation in terms of finding ways to interact with my friends online and trying to focus on school as best I could as well. I think it was a good experience to have to navigate a difficult situation like this.
And here's a latest look at the coronavirus numbers in the county. 233 new cases reported yesterday.
In Alabama this weekend, water parks reopened. The numbers are on the rise. 5,000 more cases in the last 2 weeks. In Montgomery alone, confirmed cases tripled over the last month.
How I've been spending my quarantine is by hanging out with my parents a lot, watching a lot of dumb rom-coms, making some art, taking my cat for walks, just trying to stay sane throughout all this craziness.
The death toll is already more than double the number of reported deaths of any other nation. More than 1.6 million have been infected, and the virus is still spreading.
When you consider that type of steep increase, it is cause for alarm, it is cause for concern, it is cause to understand that we are still in a crisis.
During quarantine, I've just been pretty much doing schoolwork and helping out on my family's ranch when I can. And I mean, sitting in my room just way too much.
Zoom, the video conferencing app, has skyrocketed in popularity since the pandemic began. Now, here's why Zoom is popular. Well, it can host up to 100 people in a single meeting on a free plan. Zoom has been downloaded more than 11 million times.
During quarantine, I have mostly been doing schoolwork and watching shows. I go for a walk every day and put on my mask when I get to busy areas.
Bringing the total to 4,662. 169 people have died, but more than 2,600 people have recovered. In the meantime, 2 local religious leaders have filed a lawsuit against Governor Newsom and county officials, asking to be allowed to reopen their places of worship.
California's churches a setback. In a 5-4 decision, the Supreme Court sided with the governor of California, allowing Newsom's restrictions on church attendance to continue.
If you were out protesting last night, you probably need to go get a COVID test this week. Because there's still a pandemic in America that's killing Black and brown people at higher numbers.
Yeah. 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 Truth is a mother, lies undercover. N95 mask lying in the gutter. He lying, she lying, they lying to each other. They lying eyes lying like it's on Time's cover. And it's about time, it's about space. If it's anything American, then it's about race. Deflect and deny, then doing about face. Demand and supply, how quickly they outpace. And it's about place, it's about home. All the crippling anxieties that ripple through your dome. 100K died and that was just stateside. It'll probably be triple by the time you hear this song. Come on, it's the end of the world, let's get takeout. Lay back, wait for the outbreak to break out. Break north or break south, it really don't matter. A numbers game but something don't add up. And the orders say, stay home. Stay woke, sleepwalkers in the zone. Mask on, mask off. They want you spinning to your very last cough. And the orders say, stay home. Stay woke, sleepwalkers in the zone. Mask on, mask off. They want you spinning to your very last cough, y'all.